Oh, really? Despin's already been ejected from our... Wow, that's crazy. I haven't even started the game yet, and somebody's been ejected from Swadia under suspicion of treason. So hopefully this is better than my last game. My last game that I was playing, we ended up having a 3-sided war for most of the game that I had recorded. First it was Kergit, Nords, Vager. Then it became Rodox, Nords, Vager. So if you want to have a really sharp increase in the number of recruits you can get from a village, you need to improve your standing with that village. Like if you have like even a 10 or 12 standing, it will get you up to 9 to 10, 12 recruits. You're lucky if you get 6 recruits from a village that you have no relationship with. And if you have a negative relationship with them, it's even worse. So most of the time you probably won't get anything at all. So the first types of enemies you should fight are forest bandits because they're pretty weak. At this point in the game, they should still be challenging because you haven't gotten some of the better gear yet, but they should still be weak enough that you can take them out with 20 to 30 of your own troops. I would say stay away from mercenary warbands with a 10-foot pole because those guys are gilded out to the teeth with crazy armor and things. And you're more likely to, well, you're absolutely likely to get just totally smashed into pieces. So we have a good chance of winning this because we have a larger force by almost twice. And they're force bandits, so it doesn't even matter. If you have a properly trained army, you could fight a force bandit army 5 times your size and still win easily. As long as you killed some people, because the way that these battles work now in native expansion is that you have a morale system that plays a much larger part. I'm not sure if it's in the original. It may be in the original game, but there's no there's no externalization or versification, if that's even a word, of it, to the point to where it actually tells you in the the menu that, or in the message window down there, what's going on. So as you progress through a battle, the morale will change depending on how many kills you get versus how many kills the enemies get on you, and it's only based on the player's kills versus the enemy's kills. So the more kills you get as a player, the more morale your guys will have, and the less morale the enemies will. Now you can see where it says enemies flee in terror. That's because we've decreased their morale to such a point that they're now not sure that they're going to survive, so they're running. The same can be true of your own guys. So what'll happen is you'll have 2 different modes really. It'll be that your morale is very low, and then that they're fleeing in fear. It's some other term than very low, but basically that's what it means. And it can happen for both. It can actually happen for both simultaneously. There it is. The morale of your enemies wavers. And you can have that happen simultaneously to your side and to the enemy's side. It all depends on the kills you get. Another thing is that if you find prisoners that were prisoners and you free them, you can recruit them, which I would highly suggest that you do. So that helps quite a bit in terms of being able to fill out your company. So our first win. Those are okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's a mile away. So now we'll get more renown for this battle. As you can see down there, now we get 6 renown for this battle because our battle advantage is basically 0, which means that we have the same number of people out here, or around the same number as the enemy does. Or let's put it this way, the force that we have is no more powerful than the force that the enemy has. I'm not exactly sure what the calculations are based off of. Whether it's, just pure size of the army, or if it's like the skills or damage they can do, the equipment they have, armor and whatnot. I'm taking a lot of damage. I forgot to turn the wounding system off. Crud. That's one thing I suggest you do. Turn off the long-term wounding system because it's just annoying. It's made, they put it in there to be, interesting, to make things a little more, make battles a little more, make them have more impact in terms of your character for a longer term period of time. But it just is annoying because what happens is that it'll give you a wound which will basically decrease like your strength or agility or something. It'll affect your stats somehow. And it's a long-term wound, so it takes a while to heal. The problem is that it's possible to get multiple wounds. And so eventually what will happen is that the character becomes so wounded that, any kind of battle you get into, you lose instantly because, or at least you die instantly, get knocked out instantly because your character can't do anything without getting hamstrung, basically. Oh wow, this is no good. So they've knocked out or killed all my other guys, and now it's just me left fighting these guys because mine have decided to retreat. So now I have very little health left. So you gotta be very careful at this point. And I got knocked out. So I just did that right now. That was Control F4. You have suffered a wound to the chest affecting your strength. Damn. That's what I was worried about. But still we won. There are some interesting means. Well, I'll take that. So now I want to wait for this wound to heal, because if you turn the wounding system off when you have a wound, it won't heal. It's just stupid, so I have to wait for it to heal. And we kind of, okay. As you can see, this game is very unforgiving early on. I mean, you'll literally probably get taken captive eventually. I'm not going to let that happen, obviously, because that really will slow down your ability to progress through the game, because you'll have to rebuild your army. Okay, yeah, no way. Oh man, they are so much faster than I am. Just trying to Ribley at castle and let them float away. Okay, good, the Lord will chase him. Thank you very much, whoever you are, and good chance to see who you were. Let's head to Suno and see what we can do in terms of offloading these prisoners and gained a couple more levels here, so. I'll add a few here and there to these party skills, but I'm not going to overly fill them out because we can have other hero companions deal with those. Okay, for example, Aragorn will be the healer, Nizer can be the tactician. So this will be our first companion that we'll bring in, companion hero. Katrin. It's actually a pretty good companion to have. Right up there along with Nizer. They're both pretty solid as far as stats and whatnot go. For starting stats, that is. So we're going to trade with merchants. We're going to sell off all this, most of the stuff that we found. I want to keep some of it next. I want to give Katrin some of this. Unless I can wear this stuff. We need 11, strength 12, so I don't have enough strength for these yet. Get rid of some of this other really weak crap. So that was a one hand. Let's also give her a two hand. $30,000 what? Oh my god. That is insane. $30,900 for this thing. And it's only 6 more damage than that. I don't get it. Weapon reach 230, 230, 89, 86 speed rating, thrust 32, 40. I mean, why? I don't get it. It's insane. That's a huge markup in price. Let's get our war axe. Alright, so these. And this. We can sell this other stuff. Alright. And I'll get her a pretty simple horse here. Heavy donkey. Yeah, right. Corzo, I guess we'll get her. You can make back some of that money at private if the ransom brokers there. Before I forget to do it though, bring her up. Talk. So what are her skills? Inventory management doesn't matter. Looting? Okay, so we'll have her do looting and pathfinding. That'll be her, those will be her main things. Are those both? Okay, one's it's AGI and this one is and the other one's in, this one's AGI. Okay. Equipment. 11 strength, okay. Go to your meal. Okay. Only gives 3 armor, it doesn't really matter at all, to be honest. Okay. I'll also go ahead and upgrade these guys. And we're off to Private. No, he's not here. That sucks. Guess we could try Ook's Call. I do want to sell this stuff that we're not going to use now. Now I want to buy some stuff with it. Alright, so now we need to find either... I think we need to deal with the prisoners first, for sure. So we'll travel toward Ook's Call, and if we find any forced penance we can run into, we'll do so. As you can see, we're traveling a little bit faster than before. Actually, quite a bit faster. That's thanks to Katrin's skill with pathfinding. Huh. Alright, let's see if they're here. Yes, got one. Right, and I have prisoners to sell you. Eventually you can also sell them wholesale. But you sell them at a discount, so you should probably wait until you're a little bit more established before then. At the very beginning of the game, it's all about how many dinars you can squeeze out of everything. So you have to have enough money to pay for the troops that you recruit in to pay their weekly wages. Enough money to buy provisions. Alright, now this should be much easier because we have better armor on and also a hero companion, so it should be much easier to beat these guys. They don't do quite as much damage to me at all, if any. Once you get up to this, even just the base level of armor that we have now, basically almost makes you immune to these guys, to be honest. took her out already? Wow. That's kind of surprising. Okay, not immune, but close to it. Definitely not taking as much damage as before. It's actually the second level, the Lord. Once you get to be a vassal of a nation, it's that level of armor. Up in the 40s range. The sword is pretty weak though. Gained a level. It's not the weakest you can get, but it's near it. And we won. God. Ketron got wounded now. Alright. Then we'll take 2 forest thugs as prisoner. So I'm no longer wounded. Okay, good. I'll have to wait for her to get unwounded then. Maybe we'll stay at Ook's Call for a while. Looks like Swati is at war with Rhodox already. Oops, I want to keep that. Hardtack will do wonders. That'll last us a while. I'm gonna wait here for a while. Yeah, they're definitely worth Rhodox. Alright, now we need to just come out here to forge a camp and change the game settings. And now here, I think this might have already existed or not, I'm not sure. But here's where we can change different settings like enable Brutality Mode or disable it, enable the Dark Knight Vision, disable it, and all this other stuff. So we want to take off the long-term wounding system. We'll leave these other ones on. No church faction members. No, turn that off. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Use the companion overseer as the standard looting interface. Have all the stuff where it needs to be. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let's change this to N for call reinforcements and M to rally. You can change other settings here too, like the color stuff, the ability title set for your kingdom as well as your kingdom's name. I also want to go ahead and start reading that book that we have on the art of fighting with swords. Alright. Baron Meltor. So let's set Berglin and Scheid. So in order to get accepted as a vassal of a faction, you have to do something to their enemies, like siege a village or attack one of the lords or something. The easiest thing to do is to... here's an example of what I was talking. So we'll do this. We'll speak to the elder and have a mission. Oh, they don't have any missions. No quests. Okay. Well, then we'll go to the next town. You can also actually use this as a means to double recruit from a town too. If you recruit once and try to recruit again after you finish so now we should be able to finish do this. Have a task, okay. So we're going to teach them how to defend themselves, and then we'll end up fighting the bandits that attack them once we're done training them. You also could see that there was already, you got to recruit again from them. So one of them is ready for a fight. Really? Not even one, didn't even touch me with this thing. So again, we can recruit villagers again. And then once we're done, we should be able to recruit once again from them. You can also forcibly train village units, but that'll make them hostile towards you, even though it'll help them build up a militia. So eventually, after enough time of training, the enemy bandits will show up and you'll be able to take them out. It's usually always forest bandits. Knock some sense into you. Interesting. It's actually every like couple of hours, or every couple tens of hours, it seems. And the higher your training skill, the more quickly you'll train them. Like for example, at training level 8, when I last walked there, I was able to train 6 at a time, and that was all it took, was to train 6 of them. So there's forest bandits out there. That guy was a bit better. I actually think it might be 6. You have to train 6 of them before you can fight the bandits. That actually sounds about right. we'll see. I think that was 5. And one more. I should say another one. And yes, you do fight them in the town, which can be annoying depending on where the town is at. And we won. Only one killed. It's pretty good. Now if we go to recruit, it's only 3, but it's probably because we've been recruiting from them for a while. But if we come back here in a little while, we'll get a lot more that we can recruit. Well, that's going to be it for tonight, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Actually, no, I'll tack on the next recording session onto this one. It's only been about 36 minutes on this one and a little bit of a while on the other one, so we shall be back later to do some more for this.